Welcome to Master 79. In this lesson we tackle an ielts writing task 1 with 2 graphs and build a band 9 answer step by step. Here is the task. The first graph shows the number of train passengers from the year 2000 to 2009. The second compares the percentage of trains running on time with a target over the same period. We must select the main features and make comparisons where relevant. Let's read the first graph. Passenger numbers start at about 38 billion in 2000, rise to a peak near 43 billion in 2002, dip back, then climb to their highest point around 48 billion in 2005. After a gradual fall, they finish at about 44 billion in 2009. Now the second graph. The gold dashed line is the 95% target. Trains on time begin below it at about 92%, improve to beat the target through the mid-2000s, then crash back to 92% in 2006 before recovering to their best level, about 97% by 2009. Before writing, we brainstorm each graph. On the left, passengers low start, a peak, a dip, and a higher finish, so the trend is upward but bumpy. On the right, punctuality below target, then above, a sharp dip, and the strongest finish. These trends become our overview. Our plan has 4 paragraphs, an introduction that paraphrases both graphs, an overview of the big trends with no figures, then 2 detail paragraphs, one for passengers and one for punctuality. Paragraph 1. The introduction. The first line graph illustrates how many people traveled by train in billions between 2000 and 2009, while the second compares the proportion of trains that ran on time against a fixed target over the same period. Paragraph 2. The overview. Overall, passenger numbers rose across the decade despite clear fluctuations, ending well above their starting level. Punctuality mostly hovered around the target, falling sharply below it in the mid-2000s before recovering to its highest level by the end. Notice there are no specific numbers here, by design. Paragraph 3 describes the passengers. In 2000, roughly 38 billion journeys were made by train. This figure climbed to a peak of about 43 billion in 2002, then dropped back to its starting point a year later. Numbers recovered strongly afterwards, reaching their highest point of approximately 48 billion in 2005. Although passenger figures then declined gradually to around 40 billion by 2008, they rose once more to about 44 billion in 2009. Paragraph 4 covers punctuality. In terms of punctuality, only around 92% of trains ran on time in 2000s, some way below the 95% target. Performance improved steadily, meeting and then exceeding the target between 2002 and 2005, when it peaked at roughly 96%. It then fell sharply to 92% in 2006, the lowest figure recorded. A strong recovery followed, and by 2008 punctuality had reached its highest level of about 97%, which was maintained in 2009. So why is this a band 9 response? It delivers a clear overview, covers both charts accurately, links ideas smoothly, and uses precise trend language and varied grammar. One honest note, Band 9 here reflects our internal quality check against the public ielts descriptors, not a certified examiner score. That's how to build a Band 9 Task 1 answer. If this helped, subscribe to bmaster79 for more ielts practice. See you next time.